Uy. Uy.
Ooh. So thank you so much, Inda, for agreeing to this interview and sharing with me. You know, as you said just off camera, sharing is such an important part of what we have to do. And I just want to say how much I personally have appreciated you over the years and how much I have admired you in the way that you have transmitted transformational breath, and I certainly learned a lot from being at your side. So I want to just say thank you to that, first of all. And I also I'm kind of intrigued because I never, in all the years that we've known each other, I've never actually asked you specifically what actually happened at the beginning. How did you get into breath work? I know that you were yeah, an air hostess at one time, and that's about as far as I can remember. So maybe you could fill us in as to what were the different steps that led you to the breath.
Okay. Thank you, Paul, for this. It's a beautiful opportunity also to tell my story in a different ways because we are here to explore, to live life in different ways. For me, first of all, I was born in Venezuela, and living in Venezuela, my parents went to the United States when I was just a child. And then my father passed away. And from that, I went to with my mama to live in South America, in Ecuador. Mhm. And because my mother has Ecuadorian roots. So we went there to live with my grandparents. It was an amazing thing because being in United States and being in America, I was speaking very fluently my English. And my grandma said, you're going to go to the International American School. So I had my background studying from first grade to 12th grade in the American school. It was a beautiful experience because there were all nations together in that school. And for me, it was a lot of curiosity of being and traveling with all those peoples. And at the same time, I'm here in Ecuador, but I want to know what is going on around. So at 19, I decided to go to Venezuela from there and live in my country, discovering where I was born. Then I was eager to travel because I work with the Sears Roebuck de Venezuela. Sears Roebuck, you remember Sears Roebuck? Long, long time ago. And I decided to study to be with the airlines. So I've been stewardess for 8 years and a half. So I've been exploring the world through this job. So I wasn't in the external exploration. Then I got married and I came to Italy. Being in Italy for me has been um, getting in touch with my heart. Italy, with the language, it goes directly to the heart. Even though we are in Italy, they're shutting a little bit their hearts, but what I feel and my being is immediately I connect with my heart. And from that moment started my connection with different modalities, holistic modalities. So I start with shiatsu. Shiatsu. I am a shiatsu practitioner as well. I'm a body worker. So I love to touch, I love to be in connection with people, and at the same time, gives you the possibility to connect with the different areas of what is going on in the energetical field of the person. After that, in between, I had the possibility to meet a person that was a rebirther. In that time, I'm talking about 1994. Okay. time ago. So I started to do rebirthing, and when I realized that it was a powerful way to meet my inner world.
Mm.
Yeah. So before it was external, then it was my inner world. So I started with rebirthing. I did, and I had this possibility with rebirthing, and I was the assistant of this psychologist in Italy, that he was an American and coming every 6 months to Italy to do the work. So it was like an exploration and at the same time working with that person. In 2000, I had the invitation to go to the Global Inspiration Conference. There was
Mm.
not at 2000 was holding, the IBA was holding the conference in Italy. But I was not in a good space because I just got separated with my husband.
Mm.
I had the dates that I can be there, but not financially, I was not in a good space. So my brother, that he was coming as from Venezuela to be a translator, he said, "Why? Okay, go and pick me up at the airport, and I will be there. And perhaps why not? You can stay there." But you know, the universe had a lot of things that bring us in our path. And this was that the translator, Spanish, English, and I'm a mother tongue, my mother tongue is Spanish, uh, was sick. So my brother he
Ended
suggested
up
me
translating.
to be a translator. So it was incredible. I went to that Global Inspiration Conference, that beautiful conference, as a translator. It was amazing, Paul, because I got involved and at the same time discovering the differences of modalities in breathwork. So, oh my God, I love this. It's like I was so passionate that in 2001, I went to United States, was the following conference happening for the IBF in 2001. And in 2001, I decided not to be a translator, but to be a participant all the time. And what it is incredible because my brother has been in such a way the initiator. He's a
Mm.
Pisces, by the way.
Ah, like me.
And he was in he was living in a tent and I was in the hotel. So when we passed through, "You better go to Judy's workshop. You will love it." Okay. Like following my brother, yeah, I went to the Judy's workshop, and I just fell in love. Touching is body worker. I'm a body worker, so touching for me was amazing. The breath, I was already doing the breath, but the breath in a different way. And sounds, I was already
Mm.
in connection with the sounds. But for me, was like have a beautiful gift. Yeah, that the universe was giving me in that moment meeting Judith. So I decided to start all over again. And this was in 2001. And since then, I had my certification in 2002. And since then, I've been in transformational breath. Has been bumping. It has been a lot of things happening with myself. Get, all what you need, myself, what I needed and what I still need to heal was always racing in my life. All the projections, all the things that I needed to solve. And I have been witnessing also the evolution of this beautiful process. I remember when I did level 4, it was just 5 days. And those 5 days become 14 days divided into 2 modules. So there was always a continuation. And I was following Judith in different countries. I went to Turkey, to support her because there was a lot of things that were happening in Turkey. At the same time, being with Judith, and at the same time being national coordinator for Italy for the IBF, the International Breathwork Foundation, I was also involved, like having, these thoughts, let's organize a conference. And I did organize 2 conferences in my life to the IBF. The first
one in Turkey, was it?
one in Turkey, and I involve also all the people from the Transformational Breath Turkey. And it was a miracle that happened there because we have the Sufi community that support us for that conference. It was magic. And when I feel that the energy of the breath is there, always magic happens. Yeah.
Yeah, I really can associate with that the magic, or the word that we often use as miracle consciousness. It seems to go wherever the breath goes, and that is incredible. And I think that's probably the major reason why I personally continue to do this work. I think it's because I'm just so flabbergasted each time that this miracle, this magic keeps on happening. And it
Yeah.
doesn't really matter the size of the group. It doesn't really matter on the circumstances. You can be in a small room with 3 or 4 people, and it's still the same magic, the same miraculous things
Miraculous,
happen.
yes.
Yeah. I just wanted to go back on, because I think you're one of the senior trainers who has a particularly deep connection with IBF and GIC. Obviously, other senior trainers have that connection, but historically, you have been at, I think, probably every single GIC conference since for the last 20 years.
Since 2000, I have not
You haven't
not
missed
even
one, yeah.
one.
So I just wanted, to question you on that and to see what you've learned over the years, seeing so many different breathwork modalities. And didn't that make you think, oh, well, maybe I should go and do another breathwork, and maybe I should accumulate different types of breathwork? What made you stay in transformational breath, having had this exposure to all different types of techniques?
What I realized, Paul, about transformational breath in all these years, that transformational breath has also been evolving in their teachings, and how they deliver the process. And what I realized as well with the IBF, there are different ways of doing a breath work. And this is amazing when we start to be aware of what is happening with the other breathwork schools, and at the same time how they can uh, evolve as well. For me, it's supporting the breath first for me, for the world. It's like a container of supporting the breath in the world, whatever modality is. Yeah. And for me, transformational breath involves different tools inside. And what is the beauty of transformational breath is the breathing analysis that they don't have. Most of them they don't have. Body mapping, and the sounds together, being conscious sounds. So being a body worker, for me, the breathing analysis and the body mapping is
Logical.
logical, yes. And when I am in the IVF, there's a lot of teachers and that they are teaching how to breathe. They don't want to be touched. And I love to see how they're breathing and how they are. It's like, yeah, I love to see how they're breathing and how they are expressing themselves. So there's a lot of it's like a being in a in a movie to see you are there and you are looking at all of my brothers and sisters because they are my brothers and sisters, and look at the diversity. And the diversity is like, okay, you are doing this, but you have some you have results, you have a good results in the work, the other one as well, the other one as well. For me, for example, going to cold water like Wim Hof, this is not for me.
Well, you're Venezuelan, so it's kind of like, yeah, it's a
Yeah,
long, it's a
yeah.
long
This is very
distance.
young for me. Judith in Transformational Breath is yin, is gentle. The way we breathe is completely, it's like holding the person. It's not contraindicated for anybody. And the thing in the other way is like could be contraindicated somewhere because the way of breathing is completely different. So it's pushing, or is like the holotropic is a good one, but it's a very long session. It's 3 hours, and you go to another state, but at the same time, they don't touch you. And for me, there's a need after 3 hours, please, to me, because they are already in tetany. So this has been a lot. And I love to experience everything so I can really, really give the possibility to others. And when they ask me a question, I can answer because I experienced it.
You've experienced it, but I mean, I've been told that transformational breath is very well represented in IBF. What
Yes.
sort of percentage would you say transformational breath in terms of the overall IBF organization? How many people are in?
For
What
example, right
percentage?
now in the executive team, we have Vincent.
Yeah,
Okay? And Nilgul, that was
transformational breath.
Transformational Breath, she was in the executive team as well. Myself, I've been a national coordinator for Italy, and right now, since 2016, I'm an ambassador. Ambassador means that I'm traveling all over right now, bringing conscious connected breathing in transformational breath. That is part of the expansion of the breath. And what is the mission of IBF is to expand the
Sure.
connected breathe. So breathing, because there's no confronting, there's no competition at all. Yeah, it's like we are sharing the diversity, and what we can learn from one, we can also show what we know. For example, many people that I have been showing what is transformational breakthrough are my workshops in the IVF. They came to our trainings in different parts of the world, with Judy in the UK, in Italy. So there's a lot of expansion, even for transformational, but not only for the IBF. And Judith has been in the IBF as an organization school. And also, she is right now in the GBPA, that is the Global Breathwork Professional Breathwork Alliance. Okay, GBPA. So this is like an umbrella for me, an umbrella putting together all the diversity and knowing and say, oh, this can be good. Okay, what she's doing, what he's doing, I'm feeling, oh, I can be good for include things also in our in our practice. I'm also when we are in this space, holding the space with all this diversity of schools to get gathering together in a different can you imagine 200 people, 300 people breathing together and at the same time holding a space of uh, consciousness? It creates a space in which, if you are having a process, it just happens, and then immediately you can heal. And I put in quotations this word healing. Like you transcend, you transform whatever happens in that moment. And also we created a space in a very beautiful way of containing for people that just come for the first time. So we create that. Also, as an IBF ambassador, I also being involved in ethics and standards. And for me right now, from when I started from Kenya, that it was 2 years ago, to now, we have been learning in this ethics and standards because we need to become very ethical and in our work, because there's a lot of things happening outside. So we can create more and more this this umbrella that supports and protects our profession. For me, being a breathwork professional is, and I'm learning, and I'm still learning because it's not nonstop. It's being ethic and in our work. It's a huge. We are opening a huge space for our clients. We are opening a huge space for ourselves as well, because the ethical, we started with ourselves. You know.
Yeah, and I totally agree with what you're saying about the whole thing about protecting our own profession across different schools, different modalities. But the thought crossed my mind is, transformational breath as such. I think there's also a need to differentiate and to be clear about. You mentioned a few things that whereby transformational breath is different from other breathwork modalities. But I just want to dig a little bit deeper into the differences between transformational breath and other breathwork modalities. And also, my impression is that we, as transformational breath, we don't market ourselves in the best way, in the sense that I don't think, and maybe it's very difficult to market ourselves correctly, but I don't think we're perceived by the market as being the leading breath school on the planet. I think we're perceived, if we are perceived, if transformational breath is known, we're known as just one of many. And there doesn't seem to be an objective perception of transformational breath as being really different and as being the leading breathwork on the planet. So I just wanted to get your opinion on that and how you think, what do you think about that? What do you think, how can we progress? What are the sort of next steps do you think are possible?
Thank you for this question, because what I've been experiencing in transformational breath, sometimes I'm feeling alone.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, feeling alone meaning it's like the foundation in transformational breath. It's like from the top from the top down. And for me, if we are leaders, we need to be in the same place so we can work together with the expansion of our modality. what I'm feeling seems to be that what happened here in the top doesn't go really, really down, down. Goes down, down when already is done. I don't know if I'm clear, Paul,
Yeah,
but the
yeah,
thing is that you as a facilitator, trainer, and senior trainer that you are on you are there, you're on ground, you are in the ground, feeling what is happening in Italy. This is myself, feeling what is happening in Italy, in France, and in Portugal and Belgium, what I learn about Ireland, what I learn about France. And right now it's Spain is coming out, and there's going to be a lot of countries, and we need to be there. This is me. It's like my mission is expansion. This is my mission, and that's why the universe has been supporting me in this expansion. But sometimes I remain a little bit, how to say, uh,
yeah.
not,
Floating. Yeah.
yeah. So this creates bumping a lot. And this is not something that I have to, how to say, I'm saying that it's not good. We are this in this space so we can learn. Okay. And we are learning, Paul, all the time. And being also a kinesthetic, excuse me that I'm saying this, because the thing is that I feel a lot. I feel a lot, and being a kinesthetic that I am, I can bring a lot of information that perhaps in the field is not listen, but I can bring to the field that part. Or, for example, you are a communicator and you are communicator, you can bring a lot for us as well in the communication. So everyone has their own gifts. And this has to be put it in the field of our beautiful process. And always.
Yeah.
This
I
is
mean,
what I feel that is missing. And
mm,
when I was and was and what it was created, I don't know if this thing has to be recorded because it's like I'm not criticizing. I'm just seeing that if we go into that space that the universe is asking us to go, because we are in that space of connection, in that space of being one, in that space of who and support each other like a tribe. Mhm. And this happened when I started, it was my idea to put together the senior trainers so we can give the possibility to uh, grow together, to share what is going on in your country, what is going on in my country, what language you are using for it, and also to integrate whatever is not there, because we are humans, and what is not working. If it is not working, let's come together and support and be your mentor in that moment, and be your the mediator of what is going on. So this is what I would love to see in the future with Transformational Breath. I love Judith. I love the process. I love what I'm doing. So this is what I've been, like being in the IBF, I learned how to be in a very democratic place in which everyone has their own voice and everyone has to say something. And there's a votation. It's like, end of discussion. Who wants end of discussion? No, I
yeah.
don't want. Who wants sense of discussion? So there's always the possibility to vote, to have our voice, so we can share, even people that cannot understand what I'm saying, but I had my voice to express what I'm feeling in that moment. You know.
Yeah, I really resonate a lot with what you're saying. I mean, we in October, as I was saying, we're going to start trying to bring together all the people who are doing things in France, and we want to be able to speak to everybody
Yes.
as much as we possibly can, and
Exactly. Yes, to create,
co-create,
yeah,
yeah,
more, more,
a
more.
vision for the future.
It's
And
not a competition here. It's not for
yeah, it's no, well,
competition.
there is, I mean, if you're within transformational breath, there shouldn't be any competition at all.
Yes.
I think, what I would like to see happening is that facilitators, group leaders, that they never ever again say, I felt alone. That's for me the biggest wake up call is hearing people tell me that they're in their part of France, they're in their small town, maybe trying to create workshops, maybe trying to create their own practice, maybe facilitating sessions one on one, etc. I don't care really at what level that operates. I think that we should be building structures whereby people feel that they're connected within each other. And so they may be very different. Maybe there's a senior trainer over here, maybe there's a group leader over here, and they feel very different in terms of their capacity. But they should still feel connected. They should still feel somewhere along the line part of the same general direction, let's say, even that though there might be a multiplicity of aims or of dreams or of ideas for the future. So
Returning also for the question you asked me, that um, you know, that transformational breath is not known, okay,
yeah, yeah,
in,
yeah,
in other parts, is because if the trainer that is there, and the other trainer that is in the other side, and the other trainer is in the other side, in the other country, or we need to be together. And Paul, what I'm seeing here is like we need to have a how to say, a place in which we put together Europe, because Europe has a way of thinking. It's not the same way that the United States or Africa or Australia. So then from there we can create something else. I'm just putting there the
sure,
thought.
sure,
And the
sure.
thing is that as leaders that we are holding space in France, for myself, Italy, Belgium, and Portugal. It's like, and I've been in Ireland and I've been in France. You know that I've been in
Yeah,
France working with Joelle 5 years, and for me it was it brought a lot in France. Being 5 years with Joelle, we had the book, we had a lot of things going on in France, and whatever happened there, it's needed to happen. And whatever happened in our process is necessary, so we can step on to the other uh, place that we need to be. Yeah.
one of the things that I'd like to ask you about is the spiritual dimension of transformational breath,
Ah,
and
right.
whether you believe we leverage it enough in the way we talk about transformational breath. I mean, my own intimate feeling is that somewhere along the line we have to become more explicit, although it's very difficult and very tricky. France is a country which is basically anti-religious, and I think quite rightly so. It's a revolutionary country to a certain extent, at least against the church, or was against the church and the royalty and what have you. But the point being is that somewhere along the line, I think we because it just seems to me evident, it just seems to be obvious that the spiritual, or the backbone of transformational breath is spiritual.
Spiritual.
And so we therefore, I believe, have to find ways to talk about it, because that's what really, for me, breathing analysis, yes, obviously the fact that we touch and we have sound and movement and all those things. But for me, the big element is we're explicit about the spiritual dimension, which I don't think
And
many,
that will
many,
give us, and Paul, in that way, it will give us more,
yeah,
more a connection.
yeah, that's what I believe. Yeah, totally.
And the thing is, for example, for me, and what we are teaching in the level 4, for example, we are the first thing we said that is a sacred job.
Sacred job. That's right. But
And
we
this
say that in level 4, but we don't say that for our marketing and the seminars.
for the marketing. But the
Yeah,
thing is, when you are in the seminar and we are talking about spirit in the 3rd level,
yeah,
I get into that.
yeah,
Yeah. So then, when you are there, and the 4th level is a sacred job. It's sacred. It's spirit. It's the role of spirit. We said that, and when we are saying that spirit, we are not there. It's the spirit role. We are just a whole opening to receive and be inspired. In order to be that, and as I always said, we need to get rid of whatever is holding us back from our inner truth, that is our spirit, that we have been we decided to incarnate in this body because we needed to do and let go something that we couldn't do before. This is for me, it's a very important thing to say, because spirit is all over. And right now in this moment, astrologically speaking, we are activating the spirit in our beings, but we are, how to say, there's a split right now between the love, that is spirit, that is the heart, and the other one is the technology and all the things that are creating separation to humanity. So for me, and this is for me, I'm Inda, and this is me, that I'm feeling very profound in my being, because I have been revealed a lot of things, because I'm always working, and sometimes I realize, oh my God, even the miracle of Mother Earth, the Mother Earth session, the miracle that I have the other day, that I was like, oh my God, it's, I feel that it's too much, but at the same time, I accept. And this is for me the key. uh, Acceptance of what we are experiencing in our breathing trainings, in our trainings, and in our sessions, and our connections with others. It was interesting when we were talking together with the senior trainers about resistance, about the release, and about trauma. So for me, it's with all words. When we are talking about resistance, about releasing, about relief, it's all words. What we are feeling in that moment, it's okay. You not let it go, you accept it, and that's it. Yeah. Because if we start to talk a lot, we lose the beauty of the magic that is happening in that moment. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So yeah.
One of the things I remember about working with you is your intensity and your energy and determination to help somebody and support somebody in their breath. And I always felt there was a kind of shamanic, maybe this is my projection. I just wanted your understanding of yourself, you know, a kind of shamanic quality about you and about the way you operated. What would you say about that?
Okay. First of all, I want to say that when using your body mapping and using our kicking and pounding and whatever, it's very shamanic.
Mm, that's
Even though
true. That's true.
it's very shamanic.
I've never thought of that, I suppose, yeah, but yeah, it's
It's very
true.
shamanic, okay? Because in that moment, it's the intensity and whatever the energy is there, we are throwing away. We are just letting go of that energy. More than once, and this is more than once, people have said to me if I'm have this shamanic energy, intensity, or yeah. So I just want to go back. And I was born in Venezuela, in South America, and I bring that energy with me, that memories on me, and I don't know what are there because it is always presented in a different way. Also, I follow and continue to follow the work with the sounds, and sounds are very shamanic as well.
Mm,
And I've been working with sounds and working in sounds. And when you do sounds healing, really, really healing, in which we are there's a very shamanic way of moving the energy. But I'm not doing that transformational breath. When I said, okay, you want a sound healing, I can do a sound healing with you, just with my voice, and go there and come, and change the energy and put my hands wherever I need. But with transformational breath, I'm doing with the breath. And the breath is the master there, is the spirit that brings the healing. So I just move with the breath, and at the same time, what the breath is telling me in that moment, and I can work with it. Yeah. And for me, also being a shamanic, and I don't want to say that I'm a medicine woman. We are all medicine woman and medicine man. We are all. We forgot to be. Okay. We forgot to be in connection with Mother Earth. We forgot to get in connection with our feelings, and we got connections with our bodies and with others. Like being tribe. This comes from centuries and centuries and centuries ago.
mm, mm.
So it's like with my journey of working with the breath since 1994 and up to now, that I don't stop breathing. I realized that everything can happen. So when people come to me and work with me, they love it, the intensity, or they hate the intensity.
Well, I loved it. I loved it.
And the thing is, I cannot do differently. I'm so authentic. I'm just a open book, because I don't have any, how to say, mask. Yeah. And what I realize right now is that I'm 71. You know what I mean? 71 is like, do I have to put a mask? No, there's some other things that are being revealed to me as well. So I said, okay, I cannot put this in transformational breath because it's too much. But it happened. It happened. And I am open to see what is going on in some way. If I receive a revelation of something, it's because there's needed for the future. It's like you are seeing the need right now because you have been revealed that something is needed to do for our breathing practice. So everything has a reason, Paul, that we receive inspirations, that we receive revelations, and whatever it is, we need to ride a horse. I love this to say ride a horse because you are in the middle of nowhere and you're riding the horse. You don't know where's your direction because the horse go whatever it is, you know. So uh, yeah, I have a lot of plans and things that can be interesting for our breathing practice and perhaps a good story person, but I have the logic to express my feelings. This is it.
Thank you
And
so much, Inda, for this wonderful interview. I feel I know you better, which is a good feeling after an interview. Thank
so
you.
you know something that right now, just going back to the IVF, I'm going to hold the Global Inspiration Conference in Italy for 2027.
Ah, good.
And the theme, I just have the inspiration for the theme, Golden Renaissance of Humanity.
Golden Renaissance of Humanity. Wow. Beautiful.
So I would love to have all the transformational breath, senior trainers, facilitators to come and we can create a beautiful renaissance of everyone, you know?
Golden Renaissance of Humanity. That I think is wonderful.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can do it in Tuscany.
Yeah.
Tuscany is the ground of Renaissance. And yeah, I'm talking now this, and I'm feeling in my heart the beauty that can bring. So yeah, um, something that I want to add in all what we have been speaking. I'm also Osho Sanyas, and I've been working with the meditation, path of love, also pulsation. Also, pulsation has to be is connected with the William Reich de-armoring. And William Reich de-armoring is going to the different segments of our bodies. And it's connected, correlated with the breath as well, because they use breath and movements. So when I did that, it took me 3 years and a half. When I did that, it was like a beautiful way to also work with that movement and the breath at the same time. Also, I follow the Akasha records. And so I have a lot of inspiration that comes to me. So there's like a, um, I don't, how to say, I don't doing this. I just be there like what is needed. I just hold the space for happening.
Well, thank you so much, Inda, for all that you do for not only transformational breath, but all you do for the breathwork community. Thank you for your sense of service.
Yeah.
And I'm going to
And
stop the
thank you.
recording.